Hello. Are we live?
We are.
Hi, this is Carrie.
And I'm Christy.
From Bluffville Family Eyecare. And we wanted to show you a demonstration of how your lenses are made and cut and edged to fit into the frame that you choose. So Christy here is going to go ahead and show you what they look like.
Yes, so when you come in and you choose your frame, we will come back, we'll order your lenses. A lot of people think they come in already this size, but they don't. This is one that we've already cut for the frame, but actually they come in a large package. The lenses all start out about this size. Some are a little bit larger. This happens to be a single vision lens, so there's no markings anywhere on the lens. If it was a bifocal, you would see the little half moon in the bottom, or if it was a progressive, it would already come in stamped from the lab. Since it is just a single vision lab, we have to do a lot of the, or single vision lens, we have to do a lot of the work here, which means we have to lay it out. This is our lensometer. So when you come over, we put the lens in. This is your power drum, so you're going to look at what the prescription is. You're going to verify the prescription, make sure it's correct. You're going to put it on axis. Once you actually do get the prescription, you turn your lens to where it's supposed to be and you get the optical center of the lens. You're going to mark the lens.
What again is that optical center, Christy?
Yes, when you get the optical center, you're going to mark it.
And the optical center is where you get the best vision, clearest, sharpest vision through your lenses.
And that's some of the custom measurements that we do when you're here. If you're wondering why we're dotting your glasses, we use the pupillometer to take your PD. These are the measurements that we're trying to get. We want it vertically to be centered, and we want it to be centered exactly where your pupil is.
Horizontally.
So,
okay. So once we get the lens stamped, we bring it over to our edger, and we're going to go ahead and trace our frame. So we take the lenses that are existing in the frame already, we pop them out, and we place our frame in the tracer. And so what that does is it has a bar that goes around and measures every single point of that frame on each lens so that it can be exactly made for that frame. So one lens is done, and it's working on the left eye now. All right. Once that's complete, we are able to take the frame out, and then we transfer the data that was just collected over to our edger. As you can see, it's transferring over. Once we get the information over, you can see that the lens shape that's up here already is the exact one that matches the frame. And then we input the information into the edger as far as what type of lens design it is, whether it's single vision, a bifocal like Christy said with the half moon, excuse me, sideways half moon, or the progressive, which is that no line bifocal. So in this instance it is a single vision lens. So we're going to keep it on single vision. The lens material is a plastic lens material, so we're going to keep that there as well. The frame, we're going to switch over to a plastic frame. We're also able to cut metal frames, and also frames that there are grooved rimless, which is like the type of frames that have nothing on the bottom. And we also want to add the safety bevel. That's just so that the edge of the lens is sharp for you. And then if we wanted to add a polish, we're able to do that here. We also input the pupillary distance up in this information here. So what we do is when we take those custom measurements with the pupillometer and also with the dotting up that we do on your lens in the frame while you're here, we're able to go ahead and say how many millimeters we want it up from its optical center so that it matches yours exactly. Okay? And once we have that all set, we go ahead and hit the transfer button over to this instrument here where we're able to lay out the lens. So we have our markings here on the lens that Christy did earlier, and we have the shape that's been sent over from the edger to the layout machine. And then we're able to go ahead and line everything up
vertically and horizontally.
So that we can edge that lens exactly as we need to.
So it's going to put those measurements, that optical center that we got earlier, it's going to put it right in front of your pupil, so you're going to get the best, sharpest, clearest vision possible.
And then we make sure that everything is lined up. Once it is, we go ahead and place our thingy on it. Very technical term, I know.
Thingy.
Then we come back to the edger, and since we have this, we place it in the chuck, which, there we go. We're going to place the clamp. That's just holding it in. And then we always cut with the right lens first. So we're going to hit the right, and then it'll go through a series of measurements and tracing of that lens to make sure that everything that we've done so far is correct.
Sounds like Star Wars.
It does. So it's getting ready to edge, and what we'll have to do is close this down once it gets started. But we've cleaned it today so you can see in there. Depending on the type of material that we use and what needs to be done to the lens, this can take a few minutes or sometimes a little longer if it's more of a higher prescription and a thicker lens material.
So, once that's done, we don't want to make you wait for it, because like Carrie said, sometimes it can take a long time for that to cut depending on what material it is. Typically when it cuts out, it's the right size. Sometimes the opticians do have to take it down if it doesn't cut it exactly to size, but this is the frame we had. This is the lens that we cut earlier. So we're going to heat it.
We need to heat the plastic frames so that it doesn't break the frame.
So once it's heated, we're going to come in and we just pop it in. So there you go. There's the right lens finished. Like you can see, the lens is still on the edge, so that one's still being cut. But typically that's completely, from start to finish, what it takes to make a pair of glasses.
Once everything is all said and done, what we do is after both lenses are inserted into the frame, we come back over to the lensometer and we check it out to make sure that the prescription is exactly as it's supposed to be, the measurements that we custom took from you and also input into the edger has come out the way that we wanted it to, that your pupillometer, your pupillary distance is measured correctly in the glasses. So it's our final inspection that we do with every pair of glasses that comes through here. So whether we cut it here or if it has to be sent off to an insurance company's lab, it goes through. This is the last step. It goes through us before we call the patient and say, hey, they're here. So
when you get a pair of glasses at Both Family Eye Care, you know they will be correct. Thanks guys for watching. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.